Welcome once again to Octane Mobile Gaming with yours truly, Octane. The deck is out for the next event, and this deck I'm not really a particular fan of these types of decks. So it's another new deck, and we'll start first and foremost with the Ultimate Form. So the Ultimate Form will attack for 150,000% of attack plus 150% for every 5 stack of Immortal Killer Intensity. If there are at least 2 Earth Power Gem on the board, it will attack a second time. This ability can be used every turn. It's a 5 gem charge rate and a 1 turn cooldown. The passive is really good on this particular card. When beginning a turn with a Earth Power Gem 1 or higher on the board, it will create 6 Earth Power Gem freeze. Your deck this week is Immortal Killer, and we move on to the second card, which is the Master Collection card, which is Prophetess Tanira, and she will attack for 150,000% of attack plus an additional 150,000% of attack, just like your Ultimate Form, for every 5 stock of Immortal Killer Intensity. And if there are 2 Earth Power Gem on the board, it will attack a second time. The ability can be used every turn. It has a 1 turn cooldown. This one hasn't got any passive on it because it's the Master Collection card, so I'm assuming the passive actually comes from the ultra rare, which is this one. So your ultra rare May King Yaw, and this one will increase Immortal Killer Heroes attack by 30% plus an additional 3% per 10 Immortal Killer Intensity for 1 turn. It will also heal you for 2,500% of this hero's recovery. The ability can be used every turn as well. It has a 6 gem charge rate, 1 turn cooldown. The passive Ever Bloom, when beginning a turn with a Earth Power Gem 1 or higher on the board, it will create 6 Earth Power Gem 3. So your Ultimate Form and your Ultra Rare will both spawn Power Gem 3s, 6 Power Gem 3s each, passively if you've got 2 or more Power Gems on the board. So Power Gem 1s and above, which is not too bad. The passive on those 2 cards are really good. However, I'm not a fan of decks that has nuke damage. I can't really. Nuke decks are actually good for like GVG and PvP when we used to have PvPs, which they'll bring back PvP. But in an event like Slay Event, depending on nuke damage, especially when you have to build your intensity, it doesn't actually work. It doesn't work because nobody's gonna wait around for you to build your intensity. Even if you've got a 800 trillion boss, a lot of people out there have got very powerful decks. They're not gonna wait around for you to build up your intensity to do a massive attack. So this is your support card, Stoneheart Soldier Yaw, and this one will create 1 Earth Power Gem both now and for the next 2 turns, plus 1 additional Earth Power Gem per 20 Immortal Killer Intensity. It has a 3 turn cooldown and a 9 gem charge rate. So this is your gem spawner, and this one doesn't heal you, but it will spawn gems. And again, this can fill your board with gems, but it does take a lot of intensity to actually fill a board. So your 3 cards, extra cards you need this week is Evergreen Evelyn. This is a card that I also hate. It's a nuke damage card, so that one is absolute rubbish. Wouldn't want to get that one from the 5-star collection. I've got a copy and never really use it. This one is a Power Gem spawner, so it will spawn 3 gems, and if Awful Growth is active, it will spawn 3 Power Gem 1s. So the Ultimate Form from this particular deck, this Mushroom Sage deck, has got the killer skill for this event. So if you got that one, or if you can get it from the proving ground, well, you only can get one card from the proving ground. So if you've got the master collection card, you can get ultra rare from the proving ground, which I done, and vice versa. But you can't get both master collection card and ultra rare from the proving ground, because you're only allowed to get one card per season, which I think is absolutely rubbish. They should actually change that, and they should give us more proving ground coins as well. So this one is Killed Plate Slasher, and this is from the Hard One Gorillas deck. This is the ultra rare from Hard One Gorillas deck, and this one will create power gems, and it will increase slay attack as well. It's an arcane killer. So all the cards you can get from the 5-star collection this week, I would think this one would be the best if you've got the master collection card, which you can create the ultimate form. But getting any other card from the 5-star collection wouldn't really be useful, because this is the main card, and you can get this from 5-star collection. And again, it's a nuke card, so it will attack for 100,000 attack plus an extra 100,000% of attack for every 5 stack of immortal killer intensity. If there are at least 3 earth power gem on the board, attack a second time. The ability can be used on return. It hasn't got any passive on it, so this card is not really a card that I would want to get from the 5-star collection. But we'll see how the event goes and see what we can get from the 5-star collection. So Network is doing a survey. Please fill out the survey. Don't worry about rewards, if they're gonna give you any rewards. They said I think 5 or 10 people can win 10,000 gems. Don't worry too much about winning the gems. Your input is very important. Get your input out there. Let Network see your input, and let them see what we are interested in getting in the game. It's vital important that you do that. So go ahead and fill out your survey. So this week I've actually got almost 25,000 gems, but I'm not gonna spend a lot of gems on this particular deck, because it's an event deck, and it will have a massive effect on this week's bosses, because it's event basically. So most decks actually perform good in their event. You do have decks that don't perform good in their event, and those decks are absolute rubbish, but this one will perform good in this particular event. But going forward, this deck I don't see it as a very valuable deck. So it's not a deck that I would go chasing after. But if you need the killer skill, and you've got the coins, and you can craft ultimate form, if you need the killer skill. I don't really need the killer skill, because I actually crafted this particular one. Let me see if I can find it. Earth, and let's go, and I think it's in Mountain Killer. I actually went ahead and I crafted this particular one. So this one has got the killer skill. It's Blooming Alliance, and it is Immortal Killer. This one is not too bad. It's not nuke card anyway. It's not a bad card to have. So that's the one that I will be using to get my killer skill this week. So I'm not too particular about getting this deck. But if I do get something from the pack, I will take it. I will be going up to probably tier 4 just to get the season coins. So next week will be a light commander event, and the event after that would be a fire slayer event. So there are a few killer skills that actually show off in my Slayer decks, and those are the ones that I'm aiming to get. So I'm looking out for those decks. Plus, if there's a good deck that come out, like last event we had a really good dark commander deck. It was really really brilliant. I enjoy playing that deck. I actually played quite a lot of the event because the event was absolutely brilliant. Keys were readily available. The Shroud bosses, I love the Shroud bosses. I hope Network keep the Shroud bosses in. I actually love the Shroud bosses. They're absolutely brilliant. I really enjoyed the last event. So leave a comment below and tell me if you enjoyed the last Dark Commander event. Tell me if you like the Shroud boss. Tell me if you like the deck. Let's press on. So we are gonna go in the pack and we're gonna see what we actually get from the pack. I really don't care what I get from the pack. I'm just gonna go up to tier 4. Mostly interested in the season coins. That's all I'm interested in. If I do get something good, well, fair dues. Is what I'm looking for. My season coins, and I got free season coin because they're guaranteed. There's my guaranteed 3 seasonal coins. And second tier, yeah, I must say I want the relic as well. It doesn't matter if I actually get the ultimate relic. There's my guarantee support card. Here we go. That is for the ultra rare. So I can, if I get a second master collection card for the odd worn gorillas, I can take it up to 2 pink star. That's it. That one wasn't bad. That card wasn't too bad. So that's good. And my season coins, which that's what I'm mostly interested in. Okay, so we'll go up to tier 3. This is my guarantee relic. Oh my god, they gave me that card. Can't believe they actually gave me that card. I hate that card. My 3 season coins. So this is the most important thing. My 3 season coins. This card, I hate this card. And they gave me a 6-star copy. Anything else apart from that card, I hate that card. All these cards are toss. This one is dust, absolute rubbish. This one I spent months trying to get this one. Anyway, let's press on. So last and final tier, tier 4, and here it goes. Doesn't really matter what I get from tier 4. I'm actually going into the deck simply because I want to get the relic, the season coins, and just let you guys see me actually see what my draw is. So there you go, my guaranteed copy of the relic. That's rubbish. Here we go. A second. What's this? That's the ultra rare. Still got the ultra rare. And you guys might be wondering, oh, Octane just got the ultra rare and he's not excited, because I'm not particular about the deck. I'm not too interested in the deck, so I've got the ultra rare, but I'm not really interested in the deck. I'm not really even interested in ultimate form, really. Not interested. So I got two of the main card, a guarantee copy and a second copy. Yeah. Let's see well, the relic will do the same thing like all the other relics. Flat up attack, heal, gem production, power gem production, and it will break immortal shield. Continue. So that's my draw for this week. I can craft the ultimate form by using my coins. I'm not really gonna use my coin. Let's collect one more coin here. That will take me up to 52. One more here, take me up to 53. Another one here will take me up to 54. So 54 coins. And how much would I need? So 42.84. So 84 coins will give you the ultimate form. 84 coins craft the master collection card and ultra rare. So I need approximately 30 more coins, and probably in the fire slave event I'll be able to craft the ultimate form if it's a brilliant ultimate form. You never know, next week's event, the light command event, might be a brilliant deck. Might craft that one. But that's it for my draw, and that's it for the deck. The deck is not really a good deck. I would give this deck 2 stars out of 5. That's what I would give this deck. I don't think it's a brilliant deck. Mechanics is not really all of that. So that's it. That's your deck. Hopefully the event will be far better than the deck. I don't think the deck is any good. But let's look at a possible deck combination that I could use. So let's go. So my main event deck will comprise of none other than Blooming Alliance, and I will be using, let's get rid of that. I will be using this one. I will be using that one, my hard one gorillas, and I will be using this one as well. I could use this one, but it's a bit pointless using that amount of ultimate forms, really. Yeah, it's a bit pointless. So you would need some cards to spawn lots of power gems. Could use this card to spawn some power gems on the board. Yeah, could put that one in to spawn, just to give you extra power gems on the board. Yeah, why not? So that could be a possible deck combination, but we'll look a bit more into some of the cards tomorrow and see possible deck combinations. It's much easier to make deck combinations with Slayer cards in Slayer events, because as it is, you can tag along. That's what I think it is, tag along, because most of the bosses, they'll kill them before you can even do a lot of damage. So you can tag along, and you can perform really well. You can complete the collection by tagging and killing the small bosses. So that's your deck. That's my draw. Deck is no good, don't chase after deck, save your coins unless you need to kill a skill. That's it for now. Tomorrow we'll do possible deck combination, and we'll speak a bit more about the event when events start. I will be bringing out the video a bit earlier because I'm on nights, so the event will start 12 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time, that's London time, and I'll be posting the video early in the morning when I finish shift. So that's it for now. Like, subscribe, and as always, this is Acting saying peace and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now.